Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm drawing one of my favorite anime characters, Naruto Uzumaki, capturing that beautiful, carefree moment when he laughs from his heart. It's not just a drawing, it's a feeling, a memory of joy, strength, and hope. So take your pencil, relax, and let's bring Naruto's laughter to life together. I'm beginning with a light outline, just simple, soft pencil strokes. Start with a gentle circle for the head. Keep your lines loose and free, we're not chasing perfection right now. This is just to build the foundation of the face, to understand the flow and balance. Naruto's expression is tilted slightly upward when he laughs, so I'm adjusting the angle just a bit, making sure his head feels natural and full of energy. His jawline should be smooth but not too sharp, he still has that young, playful look. As I continue, I'm drawing the center line of his face. It helps to place all features correctly. This simple guideline makes everything easier later when we add the details. Now I'm moving down to mark where the eyes will sit. Naruto's laughing expression makes his eyes close halfway, almost like half moons, soft and joyful. I sketch those gently, two relaxed curves that mirror each other. Don't worry about making them identical. In laughter, small imperfections make it real. Next, I'm adding his eyebrows. They sit high but relaxed, matching the happiness in his face. A small tilt upward at the ends makes the expression feel even more alive. Now for his nose, keep it subtle, just a small line or a short shadow. Naruto's features are simple, and the less you add, the better it feels. Now comes my favorite part, the smile. When Naruto laughs, it's never a small grin, it's full of life. Draw a wide curve for the mouth, stretching nearly to the cheeks. Let the corners lift slightly upward, and if you want, show a bit of his teeth inside. It adds a burst of joy. This smile represents everything about him, the boy who never gave up, who turned pain into strength, and loneliness into laughter. I'm slowly darkening the mouth lines, giving it more shape and definition. Underneath the mouth, a small shadow adds depth. Now I'm sketching the cheeks, slightly raised because of the laughter, just soft curved lines on both sides. Don't press hard, let your pencil glide. Next, I'll draw his iconic whisker marks. 3 on each side of the face, slightly curved to match the shape of the cheeks. These marks are such a special part of his character, they remind us of the fox spirit within him, but also of how he learned to live with it proudly. Draw them lightly first, then strengthen them once your face shape feels right. Now we move on to the hair. Naruto's spiky hair is wild and full of movement. It shows his energy and free spirit. Start from the forehead and draw upward spikes, some short, some long. Don't make them too uniform. Natural hair always has rhythm and flow. Imagine the wind passing through it. As I sketch, I let my hand move quickly, keeping the motion alive. The hair frames his face perfectly and brings out the emotion of his laughter. Next is the headband, the symbol of the Leaf Village. Draw the band wrapping naturally around his forehead. It should curve gently around the head, not in a straight line. At the center, add the small metal plate with the leaf symbol, a spiral inside a circle. Take your time on this. It's small, but it carries meaning. It represents his loyalty, his friends, his dreams. Every ninja wears it with pride, but for Naruto, it's more, it's proof that he belongs. Now I'm refining the whole sketch. Going over the outline softly, making sure everything connects smoothly, the face, the jawline, the hair, and the headband. If you made any rough marks earlier, this is the time to clean them. Use an eraser gently, or just fade them into shading. Drawing is like building emotion step by step, slow, patient, calm. Now, let's move into shading. I start under the chin, adding soft shadows to define the neck area. Use the side of your pencil for smooth tones. Blend the edges using a tissue or blending stump. Then shade lightly under the hairline to give some depth. The goal is to make the light fall naturally, like the sun is shining from one direction. I imagine light coming from the left side, so the right side of his face will have slightly darker tones. I'm adding soft shading around the eyes, even though they're nearly closed, just to give them dimension. A little shadow beneath the lower eyelid area adds realism. Now I'm shading the mouth area, slightly darker inside the open mouth, leaving the teeth and tongue lighter. The smile looks more alive when there's contrast. Take a deep breath. Drawing should feel peaceful, not rushed. Every pencil line adds a bit of your emotion into the picture. As I continue, I'm deepening the shadows under his headband and between hair spikes. These dark areas create strong contrast and make the lighter parts pop. Use short, circular shading movements, they make blending easier. If you want, use your eraser to lift some light spots on the hair, it gives a nice shine effect. Now I'm adding detail to the headband plate, soft shadows under the edges, and a tiny highlight where light would reflect. It feels metallic that way. Even in pencil, you can create the illusion of light with contrast alone. Stepping back a bit, I look at the whole drawing. It's starting to feel alive. Naruto's laugh is almost glowing from the paper. That's the magic of art, one sheet, one pencil, and a lot of heart. Now I'm refining the whisker marks once again, making them sharper and more defined. A small shadow underneath each whisker mark makes them look like part of the skin, not drawn on top. These little details matter, they bring realism. I'm blending the cheek areas gently, just a light tone to show roundness. When someone laughs, their cheeks rise and catch light differently, so keep the lower cheek slightly darker and the upper cheek lighter. Small touches like that make a big difference. Now I'll focus on the hair again. I'm going over each spike, darkening the base and leaving the tips lighter. This adds depth and movement. The contrast between dark roots and bright tips gives a dynamic effect. It's almost like his energy is radiating through every line. At this stage, the sketch looks nearly finished, but I like spending time on finishing touches. It's where everything comes together. I darken the outlines a bit around the face, hair, and headband. Not too much, just enough to separate them from the background. I smooth the neck shadows and define the collar area lightly. Now, as the last touch, I use my eraser to add highlights. A small line on the nose, a bright dot on the cheek, a shine on the lip. Highlights make the laughter sparkle. It's subtle, but it brings the entire face to life. I pause for a second and look at the drawing. Naruto's laughter feels pure, full of warmth and power. Every time I draw him, it reminds me of why I started watching anime, why I started drawing, because characters like him teach us resilience. They remind us that smiling through the pain is a strength, not a weakness. Art, like Naruto's journey, is about patience, learning, and never giving up. Every sketch teaches you something new. Even if a line goes wrong, it's okay, that's how you grow. Keep going, keep believing in your art, just like Naruto believes in himself. Now the drawing is done. I gently clean up the area, remove any dust or eraser marks. The paper now holds more than a drawing, it holds a moment of peace, focus, and emotion. Naruto's laughter reminds us that joy can exist even after struggle, that every day brings new light. Thank you so much for joining me in this drawing session. I hope you felt calm, inspired, and connected while sketching with me. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share your version of Naruto's laughing face. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and always remember, believe it.
Thank you so much for joining me in this drawing session. I hope you felt calm, inspired, and connected while sketching with me. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and share.